Ugly truth. Stephanie's in the studio.
Hello.
And it's time for us to give you guys the ugly truth.
Yes,
It's getting colder outside.
it is.
Yeah.
The Hoodie Sisters.
Ha ha ha, yes. I've been wanting some big hoodies because it's getting colder outside. So I just bought this not too long ago.
Really?
Yeah.
It's actually cute.
Thank you.
It's really big though.
It's really big.
And you're not wearing any.
No, I am. I'm wearing a skirt.
No, you're not.
See? I'm wearing a
No,
skirt.
stop wearing it.
Why? I'm
It's
wearing
too
a
short.
skirt.
No. See, all I see is like leggings. Is it leggings?
No, it's stockings.
It's weird.
Stop. We're not here to talk about my fashion sense here.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I just finished my midterms and I'm dying right now because my back is hurting.
You and me both.
Yeah, you with a different reason, but
Yeah, I'm back pains.
oh yeah. Yeah.
Ew.
Yeah.
Anyways, there's a lot of things that we need to cover today. Some pretty interesting stories.
Yes, we have a long stories today.
Yeah.
All three of them, it's pretty long. So,
Yes.
should I?
Yeah, let's go.
All right. The first one, with no name, from USA. So for my ugly truth, recently I have been getting irritated at a few people in my circle of friends. I sometimes feel bad for being so mean in my head about them, but I really can't help it. There's always a couple of people who are really hypocritical and attention-seeking. There's especially one person who acts like a know-it-all and always talks about how she's insecure and super sensitive all the freaking time.
Wow.
Yeah. It's just like, stop. Some things she would say every day is how people are ignoring her on Twitter. It's ridiculous since she tweets at times when no one is on and also demand a reply within 1 minute. Wow. She's also the person that tries to outsmart me in K-pop, even for groups that she just gets into and that I've liked like for 1 or 2 years. She tries to teach me about them. I can't stand it when she tries to correct me. Oh, I've been avoiding her and ignoring her, but I can unfollow on Twitter, and she just irritates me more and more. I don't know what to do about her anymore. Seriously, help. See, the Twitter, I'm not an expert because I'm not the technology person. So, Ida, maybe I need your help for this.
There's been a lot of talk on news and
The gossips,
articles.
right?
Not so gossips. It's more so that society, within the past couple of years, have relied on SNS.
Yeah,
to-
like most of the time, like these days it's crazy.
See,
You need that.
yeah,
like,
I
seriously.
mean, when I first started
Twitter?
SNS, no,
Okay.
just any SNS
Yeah,
in general,
okay.
so any social network.
Okay.
I did it mostly for my listeners, so the fans.
Right.
There was never
Me
really.
too. I did sometimes. But...
Yeah, it's mostly for keeping my listeners or fans updated
Right,
of
right.
what I'm doing. I remember when
I feel like
SNS.
yeah.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
when SNS was starting to get really popular overseas and not in Korea, I used that to communicate with my fans then.
Yeah. Who are in
Different
in
countries.
yeah.
Exactly. Now, other people, though, it's been joked about that people these days, girls in particular, they'll take a picture, a very revealing picture.
Okay.
So we're talking about like cleavage here.
Okay.
And they'll
On
push,
purpose.
Yeah, on purpose. And then yeah, they'll start bringing it together and but apparently girls have becoming quite insecure because a long time ago when you first posted that kind of stuff up, especially when it comes to Twitter,
Right.
you get attention.
Right.
And then if you don't get exactly that amount of hits, so let's say last picture somebody posted of, a bathing suit. She got like 200 200 likes.
Okay.
And then this time, she just posted a picture of her in a tank top. And she only got 100 likes.
So she's getting
More insecure. More insecure.
Really?
And it's become a problem more so in the U.S. and in other
So
countries.
disappointing.
Not so much in Korea because Koreans aren't really using it that way. The Koreans...
Some girls, yes.
Some girls, yes. But most of the guys and girls that are using SNS these days, they like to share memes and, other things, like videos, cute videos of like puppies or, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But it's become a problem not just for people, but I mean, for a lot of kids these days, they're trying to rate their popularity by how many likes or retweets or hearts they get.
So the our listener's friend is insecure about that kind of stuff, right? But
yeah.
Our listener, her problem is what? Because of her, it's irritating.
Well, that is one of the things that she's irritated about. But the other thing that she's irritated about is she's known the teams for a lot longer than her friend.
Yeah,
and then all of a sudden
she's trying to teach her.
Yeah, teach her.
That's so annoying.
That is very annoying.
That's so annoying. It's like, really? Like, shush. Oh, no, I don't like that.
That is super annoying.
Maybe it's a girl with a big mouth.
Maybe.
Yeah. She just wanted to, get attention. Maybe.
Yeah, I think it's just mostly attention. And I know that you are saying that you feel bad being so mean about them in your head. But for our listener from the USA, we've been talking about friends a lot recently. And Stephanie and I both told you that she had a longtime friend that she kind of, just doesn't see anymore. She just ended the friendship. Now, I know that with the situation that you're in, I'm guessing that you either are just graduating from high school or maybe the oldest in your first or second year of college. I could be wrong, so correct me if I am. But don't be afraid to lose your friends. You are going to get more friends, especially if you are thinking like this. You have a good head on your shoulders. So don't try and feel that you have to keep hold of this friend that is causing you so much stress.
Then it will get worse every time.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you try too hard, that's not a good idea.
Never feel bad to end a friendship.
Yeah, but why can't you unfollow the SNS?
Because she's afraid that her friend is gonna start, going crazy on her.
Maybe because she has a big mouth, she will talk about her.
Well, I mean, I think that everybody in friendships...
That is so... Grow up.
Yeah. That's why I said that she's probably either in high school or in her first to second year of college.
My goodness.
But then again, Stephanie, when we were younger, we always thought that, when our friendships were, ending or there's friend problems, we stressed out about it.
But because we worked, it's
true.
It's
a little different.
Yeah, it's different because you have to work with. If you have to work with these people, then maybe you might find a more solution to that. But
True.
if it's just like a school friend, and if she annoys you, then why?
Yeah,
it's waste of time. It's waste of energy.
Yeah,
it's just. Why don't you just just unfollow it? Why not?
I'd have to say, and I know this could be
and unfollow and just like, oh, I didn't know that. Just say that. It's like, okay, I'll follow you, and don't do that.
True. You could do that way, or I think that for our listener, for our first story, don't be afraid to get a new friend. I think that you shouldn't be afraid of losing her as a friend. Right now, in my situation, from where I stand, I'd say I give up. I mean, if this was my friend, and I told her to stop, but she still did it, and I told her that, it's not good for her to do that self-esteem wise, or it's very annoying to talk about a group that I've already talked about, and you're trying to teach me on it. I'd have to say
Sorry,
that,
girl.
Yeah, I just, bye-bye. Next.
You know what? Yes, we know that you you are annoyed by a group of people, not a group of people, but maybe. But you said it's circle of friends, which means like there's a group and especially one person that's annoying, right?
Yeah.
So, she might talk about you. For maybe 100%, not maybe. She might. Yeah, she will talk about you, but you have to actually make a move first. At least tell her that how you feel about.
Exactly. Effie actually brought up the same point that you just said. She said exactly word for word. the thing is yeah, she's probably worried about this group of friends, but this is my perspective. If so our listener's friend starts, the one that she doesn't like right now, she starts saying, oh my goodness, so let's just call our listener right now that wants to stay anonymous. Let's call her Annie.
Okay.
Okay? So let's say Annie wants to stay close with her group of friends, her circle of friends, because this one friend is annoying her.
Right.
Annie's worried about the friendship. In my opinion, regardless of how old you are, if you're annoyed by her right now doing this, then your other friends are probably annoyed by it as well.
Probably.
And if she starts talking bad stuff about you and then they turn against you, you have it's more reason to leave them be. Let them be. You're going to be able to find a better group of friends.
Yes, if that happens, then what you said was right. What you said was right.
Yeah, I mean, you need another group of friends.
Yeah.
You don't need to waste your time on kids or friends or girls that are going to be like, oh my goodness,
she's immature. Yes.
Yeah, oh my gosh, she told me to like stop being insecure.
And then when the people goes like, oh really? Oh, she's bad or something like that. Then
really? She's such a bee. Okay, yeah, let's not talk to her.
Oh my god, it's such a high school.
Yeah. You don't need to deal with that kind of group of friends.
You will deal with this kind of stuff in the social life also, but actually you have to figure out how to actually save your life.
Yeah.
Yeah, seriously. I mean, you come first. Yeah.
So, when it comes to the groups and whatnot, I mean, yeah, that's a little bit on, the cute side that she's trying to, show off that she likes K-pop or whatever.
Yeah,
but
teaching.
One thing that I'm going to focus on right now is, your circle of friends. If she's bothering you to the point where you talk to her, be like, stop doing this. It's annoying. I don't think we can work this out if you continue to do this. Tell her to grow up. And if she can't, then I'd say find yourself a new set of friends. If you're thinking in this kind of mindset, you've got a positive head on your shoulders. You're way ahead of your friends and more mature. So move on.
Why don't you take a break on SNS?
Yeah, just stop using SNS for a while. That might help.
Just for a while.
I don't use SNS as much as I used to these days. I used to post almost every 5 to 6 times a day.
How do you do that?
I just did it, but now I can't. I forget about it. So the only post that I ever post all day is probably for my show. So that's the only SNS that I post.
But you're still doing it because of the
show.
Because of the show. Yeah.
If not, then
or your fans.
I just don't look at it. Which is in the end, it actually kind of helps. So, tell your friend to grow up. If she takes offense to it and she starts talking bad about you to your other friends and your other friends take her side, get a new set of friends.
Please.
Because you don't deserve them. Well, actually, no, they don't deserve you.
Problem solved.
Problem solved. We have BAP with Hajima.
Hajima.
Stop it, and we'll see you guys after this.
All right.
Okay, so with that, we're back, and we have another interesting story for number 2.
Yeah, which is annoying also.
Uh-oh.
So, all right, from Australia, Jean AA1212. All right, I'm working at the company. All I have to do is sitting at the desk and staring at computer monitor. Pretty boring, huh? Well, this is not the problem. I still love my job and I need to get through this time to reach my goal. My real problem is my boss. Dun dun dun. I have a young boss who is just a bit older than me. At first I excited to have him as my boss because he is kind of good looking and well mannered. But now I'm so stressed because of him. He is Mr. Perfection. So he points out every single thing I do. The most thing that he pointed out on me is not even from my work. My eyes got little tired of computer, so I closed my eyes for a few seconds. And guess what? When I opened my eyes, he was right in front of me and stared and said, "You're always sleeping in my office. Why don't you go home and make yourself comfort?" This is not it. After that he left coffee on this is not it. After that he left coffee on my desk when I was gone for a restroom. What does that mean? Do you think he has something about me? or just enjoy to tease me.
He's being your boss.
Yeah. Sorry.
Sorry. He's being your boss.
He is trying to keep his coworker work harder.
Yeah, he's just trying to keep you awake.
Yeah, it's
Actually,
he has carrots and the whips.
I'd have
at the
to
same
say that
time.
I'd have to say that your boss is actually very nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, he might be a little on your toes and, shadowing you a little too much, but, I mean, he got you coffee, and he might have been mean about it by saying, why don't you just go home?
Yeah. But that means that he's always watching his worker.
Yeah. He's actually a pretty
Employees.
darn good boss.
Yeah, because he's Mr. Perfection. That's kind of annoying sometimes, but
Sure.
to keep his business, he's actually on the right track to being a good businessman, I would say. Yeah, we don't know how sitting at the computer and yes, that's tiring. My back will crush down seriously, but because of especially office work. Oh my goodness. My friends are now they all work in the company, and especially in the very big agency or the company, and they work so long, like long hours. Maybe it's like 11 to 12 hours at the one place on the one chair, and they just can't stop working because there's so much work. So, I mean, everyone works like that.
Yeah.
I know you're just taking a break, but why don't you go to rest? If you want to take a break and close your eyes, just go to the restroom and do it. Yeah, try not to be on your seat and closing your eyes, because when people see you, then they might have wrong idea.
It's kind of that motive where you're at school, you were listening to the teacher all of the lecture, but you got kind of bored and you looked down, you kind of, dozed off slightly, but then all of a sudden your teacher only saw you. Even though that there's one student in the corner of the room that's been sleeping since the beginning of class. There are people like
wrong
that.
Time, wrong place.
Yeah, you're at the wrong place at the wrong time. I'd have to say though that if your boss is shadowing you that much, that means that he actually cares about you.
Yes.
A little bit more. I think so too. He doesn't like you. No, he doesn't have something for you. He doesn't like you. What
Like you as a worker, maybe.
Yeah. As a coworker, yes. I'd have to say that both Stephanie and I have been on both sides. So we've been the teacher or the quote boss. So the person who's giving the orders. So we've been the person who's been giving the orders. We have to organize things, but also we've been on the receiving side as well.
Right.
And when you're on the receiving side, yeah, it's annoying. If we're in dance class and the teacher says, Isa, why are you the only one that keeps messing up? Why? Obviously it's going to get annoying and you're going to stress out about it. But that means that the teacher cares about you to get better. And,
That's true.
And, I mean, we've both been on the other side where we have to teach.
Yeah, like teaching, we don't tease about those things.
Exactly. And so when it comes to teaching, obviously the person who isn't doing that well is going to catch our eye. So obviously your boss, you caught his eye, either dozing off or having a hard time. So let's say you're in a cubicle and like you said, you're massaging your head, your back hurts, you're stretching a lot.
Yeah,
obviously,
you want to take a little break.
You're moving a lot. So you're going to catch his eye. And then he's going to be like, does she have back problems? Is she having a hard time? Is there, personal reasons that she's staying up late so that, she's tired in the in the office? There's going to be things that catches his eye.
Yeah, maybe that's why he was
Giving you
leaving the
coffee.
coffee.
Yeah, or asking you if you really needed to go home because he has a business to run. And if
Because trust me, there's so many bosses who are crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, oh my goodness.
it's super, super, super crazy. Like, they get mean crazy.
Yeah, like, not even telling, they just fire. They don't even talk or have a conversation because it's, it's boss. It's social life. So I know you kind of have to suck it up, but to give you a tip, I hope that when you take a break, take a quite good break at a different place, not on your desk, because that will always catch his eyes. But your boss, is this male or female?
I'm guessing he's male. He. It's a he. Do you think he has something for me?
But our listener is yeah.
I think it's a girl.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
So
yeah, because he's not gonna follow you to the bathroom. So
yeah. I'd have to say if he liked you, he would be expressing it in a very different way.
yeah, it's
Like
not gonna
last
be
week.
in office.
Like last week, where he favoritizes some person, you know what I mean? Where he promotes certain people for no reason. That kind of stuff you have to question.
Or he wants to have a just a nice tea time or a dinner after the work.
Yeah, then that means that he's trying
Not
to hit
the
on
work
you.
hour.
But if he's giving you coffee to wake up, that means that he cares about you. He doesn't want you slacking off at work. If he noticed that you've been dozing off or closing your eyes or stretching a lot because he feels that you're tired, then he's probably giving you coffee to wake up. So in my perspective, he's actually a very nice boss. If our
It's just annoying because he's Mr. Perfection. But
yeah. I mean, if our executive producer came up and he put coffee on my desk, I'd be like, hallelujah.
Amen.
Coffee!
Yeah.
More coffee!
Exactly.
I love coffee, so the more the merrier. So yeah, for me, and I think a lot of people in your cubicle, they'd be happy to have coffee on the desk from the boss.
Yeah, but
So-
I know how you're stressed out because once you stress up because of one reason, then you will get obsessed about it. So,
True.
so you kind of have to let it go because he's your boss. So I know it's gonna be hard, but it's gonna be annoying. But the ugly truth is because he's your boss. I hope that you be just thankful to have a job right now.
Yeah, with the economy these days, you're doing good. Just when it comes to this kind of problems, get it out. You wrote it on the message board. You got it out. You vented it out already. So hopefully it's kind of relaxed a little bit more. You got it off your chest.
Yep.
He's actually a pretty good boss. So give him a benefit of the doubt instead of thinking that he's up to get you. Or he just picks on you. So try and, like Stephanie says, if you feel tired, instead of closing your eyes at your desk, go to the bathroom. Excuse yourself, wash your face, yawn a little bit, stretch, and then come back to your seat. And don't show your boss that you're doing that.
Yeah.
That might actually help him ease up on you.
Right?
All right.
Cheer up, girl.
We have a Crispy Crunch song. I hope Cheesy's listening. We have their recent tracks. Night Shack.
Okay.
All right, with that, we are back.
Yes, we are back.
All right, we're looking at our third story for today.
Oh my goodness. All right. Okay, from Canada, with no name. All right, I have one thing in my mind. It's hard to tell somebody, so I really need your opinion before I tell him. I have a boyfriend. We've been together for almost 2 years, and we are having plans to get married next spring.
Aww.
We love to talk about everything, including gossip about celebrities. When we talk about actress, we can't have conversation without their look. Every time we talk about celebrities, my boyfriend gets mad because they have plastic surgery. Okay, here comes real problem. To be honest, I have had plastic surgery before. Since it's official to get married, I have to tell my boyfriend somehow, but I'm really afraid to tell him. What should I do? If he finds out, I think he's going to yell at me for the first time. Do you have any idea? Just let it be. Why? Seriously? He gets really mad because of that? Because maybe he's mad because it's the celebrities. They're not his girlfriend. You're the one who's a girlfriend. I know he's gonna be, maybe if he gets really, really obsessed about plastic surgery, but if you want to tell him, you just have to tell him. Just tell him, and if he yells, just, let it be. You think this is a serious problem?
It is.
Really?
I've seen people get a divorce because they told him after they got married.
Really?
And there's a picture online where it's an Asian guy and an Asian girl. He's got some work done too, but the girl is like, Miss Barbie over there. Their 3 kids look nothing like them. And
so why don't
no,
they can get a plastic surgery after they grow up?
The husband is suing the wife
Because of that.
because of that.
Wow.
See?
Is that Korean?
No, it's not Korean. It's just Asian couple. But so this is actually a very big problem.
Really? I'm not
could
gonna
be-
meet a man who doesn't understand about that. Just because plastic surgery for me, it's just like some,
Well, I mean, plastic surgery is different for everybody. For my opinion, the one advice that I want to give you at the moment is he likes you right now. He likes your looks right now. He's going to marry what you look like right now. So technically, he fell in love with what you look like. And if he starts yelling at you now that you got plastic surgery, when he already fell in love with what is already fixed, I'd say that you have an argument there. But, how much though?
the details.
Because this is a thing. If it's just, like a nose job and then maybe like, double eyelids, that's considered like basic these days.
Yeah,
that's
a lot of
even,
people get a plastic surgery.
That's not even plastic surgery anymore.
For now.
A nose job and double eyelids, that's like basic. But we're talking about like, did you
all
get the entire features. Are we looking at like extreme makeovers here? Then there might be a little bit problem there. What are you gonna say when you have kids and the kid does look like anything like you? If it's just small things, like let's say you had a chin job, or maybe you had a little bit of Botox, or let's say you got veneers, or 1 or 2 things that you enhanced on your face, then I'd say that that's not considered plastic surgery.
Wow, how can you? Because every time when you talk about gossip and celebrities, you get stressed out.
Well, I think it's because she did it, but he doesn't know that she did it. That's why she's stressed out. So she feels guilty.
Exactly.
She feels guilty.
Why she gets guilty? Oh my gosh! Everyone has their rights to do, to live your own life. Seriously? Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So Felicia, this is Felicia's 2 cents. She says, I think that she should tell him before they get married, because if she keeps it away and he finds out later from someone or something else,
Yeah, just do it now.
he'd be more hurt about that, you not telling him. And like Isaac said, he loved you for how you look now. And also, if he loves you enough to marry you, then he should be able to look past it and not mind it, which I think is true. I mean,
I second that too.
Yeah.
If you can hide forever, then okay, just don't tell him. But I don't. Oh my gosh, how are you gonna live like that? Don't do that. Just tell him now.
Oh, Crystal sent me the article. He actually won. So the plastic surgery, the picture that I told you about, the guy, he won the lawsuit against his wife for the kids.
I see.
So it is a very serious issue.
It is serious. So
is
just tell him
serious.
now.
Yeah, so I'd have to say tell him now.
Yeah, it happened already. So it's fixed, right?
Yeah, it's fixed.
You already got it. You cannot just go back.
Exactly.
So
And I mean, you did it for yourself, and if you got more confidence with that, then I'd say just tell him now. Yes, he might not be happy about it, but I mean, okay, so this is how you should not tell him. Don't be like, baby, we need to talk. Number 1, don't do that. Number 2, don't say, okay, don't like grab the mood and be like, okay, baby, I have to tell you something. I have a confession to make. No. Just be, so let's say he brings up the topic about plastic surgery again. So make it natural. So you guys are talking about celebrities. He's talking about, man, the girls these days, they all do plastic surgery. Then ask him, how much is too much plastic surgery? And if he says, well, a nose job is okay. That's too much. You know what I mean? Like, because I see some celebrities that's too much. So, So he says, no, this is okay, but I don't like this. And he'll have his preferences. And then you can say like, okay, well, actually, hun, I've gotten this and this done, or I got this done, if it's just one thing. Then I think that he'd probably be shocked, but it won't be like, what? He'd be like, oh, okay, thank you.
It really depends on personality, but for me, I would rather use the first one. I will just like, I will just say,
we need to talk?
Yeah, like, make it, it's like, so serious.
No.
Make it so serious. It's like, oh my gosh.
No.
I'm sorry. You know.
No. Well, you don't have to apologize for it. Because
maybe, I don't know.
I mean, you don't have to apologize for it because you did it.
But you know what? If his personality is like, he gets mad about just plastic surgery, just like that. If our listener just reach as a just like, you know, just natural, you know, like a like it's like light topic, then he might get mad. He might. You know?
Well, I mean, I'd rather keep it light because, I mean, she's content with what she did.
Cause like, till now, they were talking about, you know, the everything, and just all of a sudden, she's just like, she's gonna be, oh, I did this too. You know, then he'll like, what?
Well, I mean, it's better than, babe, I have to tell you something, and then, like, drop a bomb on him and try and set the atmosphere to make him mad. That's what I'm thinking. Because
it really depends on his personality.
Yeah, I think it really depends on his personality.
Yeah. You might know better than us, but you have two choices.
Yeah, I mean, make it really serious, or
make it serious, so like that you're, you know, that it's like a bigger problem.
Okay, so Tang says, okay, this is a guy's perspective.
Okay.
In a way, Isak is right, but then again, guys don't look at things that way sometimes. They may not really say it, but they do feel a bit upset about being coned into liking the appearance that the girl has. After all, even though it is getting more popular these days, not everyone can accept that.
Right.
I mean, there was a period when I couldn't accept even double eyelid jobs. So, I mean, Tang, I understand, and like I said, it depends on your boyfriend or fiance and how much he likes or dislikes something, and that's why I wanted you to ask him. So the next time you guys talk about plastic surgery with celebrities, see
the range.
Yeah, see the range. I mean, see how much he doesn't like. Because
that's a smart move, actually.
Because technically,
and then think. Right?
Yeah, because this is something that I've told my listeners before. I've wanted to have one particular job, and that's only one job that I've ever wanted. I've wanted a boob job ever since I was 18. Well, no, 16. No, 15. Yeah, 15. So ever since I started looking at girls with cleavage, I've always wanted to have bigger ones.
Really?
So ever since I was in high school, I studied every single aspect of getting the surgery done. What kinds they have.
Like silicone.
Yeah. What shapes they have, how they do the procedure, under the muscle, over the muscle, everything.
Ugh.
So I did all the studying that I could, the pros, the cons, some of the bad things that happen, the good things that happen, because it's very popular in the U.S. So
True.
I've always, did my studies about it. And it's kind of like if I really did get them done, and my current fiance didn't know, or he didn't say that, let's say he says, I don't like plastic surgery, but I've already had them done. Then obviously, I'd have to say something about that. You know what I mean? So
why don't you just say it?
I think that you should take your time, tell him that you did get something done. I think that it will be better than hiding it, and like our listeners are saying,
hiding and
then he like sees an old picture of you, and he's like, "What the hell happened to your face?"
Oh my goodness!
So
yeah, that would be worse.
bad.
That would be my goodness.
Or then you have kids, and then you have a lawsuit on your hands, which is true.
Oh my gosh! Really? Oh my gosh! I can't believe that that happened.
This is how the girl looks, and this is how the kids look. Stephanie, by the way. This is the picture, and that's why he sued her.
I see.
See, yeah. Suable, right? Yes. Interesting, right? All right, so, anyways, yeah. I just showed her the picture. Thank you to our listeners. Thank you, Crystal, for sending that in.
Yeah, so do it now. Otherwise, oh my goodness, it will get worse.
Hyland is also a guy. So from a guy's perspective, if I was him, I personally wouldn't see that as a huge issue since it's already been done before I met her. There are worse things that couples hide from each other. There may be an argument, but that should be it. If he uses it against you every time you argue, then and never lets it go, ditch him.
Please.
Ditch him.
Yeah.
I sound like Minjin today. Yeah, you do. We miss Minjin in the studio.
I know. Where is he?
He's shooting a drama.
Phone call.
Last time.
Phone call.
Last time I heard. But yes, guy's perspective, I mean, I think the girl is just scared. It's kind of like...
they want to hide something.
Well, it's not just that. It's because he's made a point that he doesn't like it. I mean, think about it. Stephanie, let's say you meet a guy, and he said he hates dancers. Well, you're a dancer. And he didn't know that when you guys started dating.
I will say it just at first.
Well,
day.
true. But, I mean, some couples end up passing that kind of stuff.
Yeah, exactly. When the time goes by,
it gets harder to say.
Exactly.
It gets harder to say.
Why?
It gets harder to say.
Goodness.
So I say that better late than never. I'd say do it before your wedding date. Like Helen says, if he keeps bringing this up before you guys get married, you deserve somebody better.
Yeah.
You deserve somebody better. I know that girls say it's so hard to find guys these days, but there should be guys out there that will respect you even if you gained a bazillion pounds, even if you they would still love you.
Seriously.
So, there are those guys out there. So, trust me. Yes, trust me.
Yeah.
You don't have to be worried. All right. Well, unfortunately, Stephanie, you're going to the States.
I know. I have to because of my visa. So yeah, I'm screwed.
We're not going to be able to see you for a while.
I know, for like 5 weeks, but AJ's gonna be here, right?
Yeah, well, next week,
Well, he
AJ's
was my
joining
baby
us.
brother, since he was in Paran.
Yes,
Yeah.
I knew him since Paran too.
Yeah.
He was in the studio a couple days ago. But yeah, AJ's going to be filling in for
Is he gonna
Stephanie.
steal my job?
No, he's not going to steal your job.
I'm gonna talk to him.
You
Better be good.
So yeah, AJ is going to be joining us next week for Ugly Truth. So don't forget to continue sending more Ugly Truth messages. Continue to send in your K-Fan countdowns as well. That's for our Sunday show.
Yeah.
And before we go, Stephanie, out of these two people, choose somebody because we need to give them a prize. Okay.
What?
Jasmine! Yeah, pick. Jasmine from Canada, you're going to be our winner for today. For a brand new listener, we're going to send you some CDs. Our last track for today is Lonely Cozy. Yeppo. Stephanie, have a safe trip to the States, and we'll see you when you get back.
All right, bye.